Hello again, and welcome back to Twist and Flow. My name is Adeline, and I'll be your guide for our next yoga break. Today's session is all about the core, really connecting and moving from that place of center. When you're ready, join me down on the ground in your half Shavasana, turning to face the bottom edge of your mat. Lower yourself to the floor, bringing the feet to the ground and walking those feet out to the edges of your mat, tipping the knees together, softening, relaxing the head, neck, and shoulders down towards the floor. Bring one hand to the low ribs, one hand to the low belly. Allow the shoulders to relax away from the ears, letting the upper back really spread as you release down into the floor. Close down your eyes here. And we'll take 3 big intentional breaths to begin. With the end of that next exhale, go ahead and blink your eyes back open to the space around you. Start to walk those feet back underneath center. And with your next inhale, draw those knees up in towards the chest. Give yourself a big hug. With your next breath in, we're going to pick the head up, peel the nose towards the knees. Take a pause, holding here in stillness. With your next exhale, release. Lower the head, neck, and shoulders back to the floor. Take 2 cycles of breath here, noticing how that engaged, heated up your core. And we'll do 2 more just like that. With your next inhale, peel the nose up towards the knees. Take a pause, 3 seconds here. And with your exhale, release. Soften the head, neck, and shoulders down towards the floor. 1 more, just like that. With your next inhale, peel the nose up towards the knees. Really feel that core turn on. Feel the lower back hug down towards the floor. And with your exhale, release. Soften head, neck, and shoulders to the floor. Release your arms out into a T as you set your feet back on the floor, walking those feet out wide once more. With your exhale, drop both knees over to the right, and we'll begin to windshield wiper those knees, inhaling to lift the knees up through center, exhaling to drop the knees over to the left. 2 more to each side. Inhale to lift it up. Exhale to the right. Inhale to lift it up. Exhale to the left. Last one on each side here. Inhale, bring it through center. Exhale, drop the knees to the right. Inhale, bring it through center. Exhale, knees lower to the left. With your next breath in, knees lift towards center. From there, heel toe the feet back underneath center. And we're gonna make our way into some dead bugs. So flip your palms, slide your hands down at your side, pressing those hands in towards the floor. With your next breath, start to float the feet up off the ground. The shins hover parallel to the floor. And if it helps, you could bring one hand to each knee. So keep those knees extended, stacked above the hips here. Pausing, feeling that core turn on. Your belly button is drawing down towards the floor, so your low back is really pressing into the mat. Now, option to stay right here, just finding a hold. If you're already feeling that core turn on, engage, starting to burn. Otherwise, you can join me. Using your next exhale, will release the right toe to the floor. Inhale to pull it up. Exhale to release. Inhale to pull it up. 2 more. Exhale to release. Inhale, pull up. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Same thing on the left, or stay in this hold. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. 2 more. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Good. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. Maybe you close down the eyes. Let the core soften. Take 2 cycles of breath here. Go ahead and blink those eyes back open. And if they're not already, cross one ankle over the other. Bring the hands to the backs of the thighs, and we'll start to rock and roll, making our way up to a seat, coming up and down the length of our spine. At the top, sweep the legs off to one side, transition through to your tabletop pose. Wrists come under shoulders, knees come underneath hip points. We're going to shift our weight over to the left knee. With an inhale, lift the right knee out to the side, fire hydrant. Exhale to release. We'll do 3 more like that. Inhale to lift it up. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Last one here. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. And as you lower, draw that right knee over the left, bringing it to the floor. And we're going to open the toes out wide. So instead of those feet, those ankles being close to one another, open them away from one another and start to press the hips back in space. We're coming onto the right knee. Left knee will lift up off the floor. Make your way all the way back into your Gomukhasana legs. Cow face pose. Take a cycle of breath right here. With your next inhale, roll it forward, come back to your tabletop pose, unraveling, and we'll take it to the other side. Ground down through the right knee, top of the right foot this time. Inhale, left knee rises out to the side. Exhale to release. 3 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to lower, and we'll cross left knee over the right, opening both sets of toes out away from each other. Start to find that press back in space coming onto the left knee. The right knee will roll up. And as you notice, you might come a little kitty wampus on your mat. Allow your seat to come to the floor, pausing, find that big stretch along the hips, cow face pose. From our cow face pose this time, we'll unravel, uncrossing right knee from left. Recenter yourself on your mat if need be, and we're going to make our way into boat pose. So bring the soles of both feet to the floor. Hands come to the backs of the legs. To start, we sit up nice and tall. Proud chest. Chest is reaching forward. With your exhale, keeping your core engaged, start to tip backwards in space as you feel that core turn on. Maybe you pause, hold right here. Toes are still on the floor for support, or your feet are still on the floor for support. Otherwise, as you get leaned back, the option is there to pick up one set of toes and then the other. Holding in your boat pose, take 2 cycles of breath. With your next exhale, wherever you are, slowly release. Set the feet back on the floor. Wrap your elbows around your knees. Tuck the chin to the chest. Move into this little love cave, taking a pause, a few cycles of breath right here. Reset. Allow the heat to dissipate from your core. And we're making our way into our boat pose one more time using an inhale. Come back up to your seat. Hands come to the backs of the thighs. With your next breath in, we'll find that big proud chest, reaching it up in space. With your exhale, start to tip, lean it back, feeling the core turn on, engage. Option again to stay right here, hands on the backs of the thighs, feet or toes on the floor for support. Otherwise, you can take this time to start to lift one set of toes and then the other up off the floor. Maybe you keep your hands on the backs of your legs here for support, pausing for your few full breaths here. Otherwise, the option is there to reach your fingers out long in front. We want to make sure that we don't start to collapse through the chest, but we keep that heart space nice and lifted, core is engaged. Take another cycle of breath here. With your exhale, Start to release. Set the feet on the floor. Set your hands off to either side, bringing them outside your hips. From here, we're going to come down to lying on our backs. So scoot yourself forward in space. You've got enough room for your head behind you. And then we're going to slowly lower yourself down towards the ground. As you come to the floor, stack the feet underneath the knees. Plant the palms at your sides, and then start to walk. No. As you come to your back, reach each hand out long, planting it into the floor. Then we'll start to heel toe. Walk your heels as close as you can to your glutes. With your next inhale, press through all four corners of both feet. Start to lift your tailbone up in space, making your way up into a bridge pose. Hips rise, chest rises towards chin, chin lifts towards ceiling. Take a big breath in and out at the top. With your next exhale, slowly lower all the way back down to the floor. And we'll do two more like that. With your next inhale, press through the feet, drive your hips up towards the ceiling, chest rises. Exhale to release, take it back down to the ground. Let that tailbone kiss the floor. Inhale, press through the feet, drive those hips up in space. Exhale to release. Come back down to the ground. From here, heel toe those feet out to the edges of your mat. Sweep your arms back into that T. With your exhale, drop both knees over to the right. Find that supine twist. Allow your left shoulder to stay grounded. Closing down the eyes. Take 4 full breaths here. With your next inhale, lift those knees back through center. Exhale, drop the knees over to the left, this time finding your supine twist. Right shoulder glues to the floor. Find your breath for 4 full cycles. With your next inhale, lift those knees back through center, and with your feet out wide, allow the knees to drop in towards one another once again, making our way back to that half Shavasana for our final resting pose. Option to keep your arms out in this T or slide the hands down at your sides, palms flip to face the ceiling. Find that little walk of your shoulder blades underneath your heart. And then relax the chest, the back of the head towards the floor, closing down your eyes once more. We'll pause here for 60 full seconds of release into stillness. Begin to deepen your breath. Bring that life force, that energy back through your physical body. Start to wiggle through the fingers, move through the hands, wiggling the toes. Start to roll through the wrists. As you're ready, you can blink those eyes back open to the space, the room around you. And when you're ready, we'll hug, draw the knees back in towards the chest. Cross one ankle over the other, hands come to the backs of the thighs, and we'll slowly find that rock and roll up to a seat one more time, making our way into an easy pose where we'll come to close. Sitting up tall, closing down the eyes. Take a moment. Thank yourself for meeting you here, creating this time just for you to build strength, find that heat in a way that feels good. And as always, I thank you so much for joining me here, making your way back to the channel to dive into another yoga break. When you're ready, bring your palms together in prayer, and we'll take 2 breaths in through the nose to sigh out through the mouth, together to close. Inhaling in, exhale out. Inhale in, exhale out. Thank you. I hope that practice created a little bit of fire, a little bit of heat in your belly, your core. And I hope it encouraged you to move in a way that feels good from that place of center. Let me know how your practice went for you in the comments below. And I'll look forward to seeing you back again for our next yoga break very soon.